All right, now we can move on to our next lesson, which is called Determining Angles in Similar Figures. Now, the best part is this is much less work and more straightforward than determining missing sides. In missing sides, you had to recognize which sides were similar, then you had to do cross multiplying and divide because you had equivalent fractions, so on and so forth. Well, this time, everyone, it simply is identifying similar angles and going from there. Let me read to you from the top. It says, since corresponding angles in similar figures must be equal, the only difficulty with determining the angle measures is making sure that the figures are arranged so they look the same. Sometimes this will be done for you, but other times you must carefully look at this arrangement. I'll show you an easy, so if you look here, this is the easy example. Well, I guess it's all easy, but the point is, if you look at triangle RST, it is in the same arrangement, the same viewing aspect as triangle L, M, and N. So what am I trying to say to you? Well, I'm saying here that angle L is similar to angle R. Angle M matches angle S, and angle N matches angle T. You see, the orientation has not been changed. So if they tell you that angle L is 85 degrees, you find the similar one here. That means angle R is also 85 degrees. As simple as that. Angle M is 78, therefore angle S must also be 78 degrees. Following that logic, if angle N is 17 degrees, well, angle T is in the same spot. Nothing's been twisted or moved around. That means angle T must also be 17 degrees. I hope you're seeing here that there's no fancy math going on here. It's simply copying numbers from one spot to the next. The only thing that could be difficult is, well, what if the shape has been twisted around? In this shape right here, we have similar figures, but as you can see, they've been if this is angle number one, or sorry, shape number one, here is shape number two. They are similar. They've been maybe changed in shape. They've also been almost rotated. One has kind of been put almost upside down. You just have to find out and say, okay, well, which angles are related, okay? Well, hopefully what you'll get the hang of here is you'll say, okay, well, you can see this in your mind, that angle R is the same as angle N. Angle M is the same as angle Q. And if you can make those connections in your head between the angles that are basically equivalent to each other, you'll know that if angle N is 42, you'll know that angle R is also 42 degrees. If we have, let's say, angle Q is 70 degrees, well, what does angle M have to be? It also has to be 70 degrees. You see, everyone, there's no fancy math here, no solving for x's. It simply is finding which angles match. And if you can see the similarity in your mind, even though things have been twisted around, you simply find the missing answer, you find angle on one shape, and you put it in for the next one. It's as easy as that. We'll give you some practice and we'll move on.